return to that emo rap. Ain't no kilo stash, Augusta's son had to reload that. Daddy gone, but his legacy strong, how do you figure? I too thought I'd be dead, all things considered, but I'm living, thriving and growing.
So we're on the way to a town called Aladalla, but we thought we'd take the scenic route. Bit of winding roads, test out the tyres, the car, and yeah, just enjoy the view before the weather turns to shit again. Oh, I know where to go first. We're meant to go right, but we're going to go to a little place called Stanwell Tops. Lots of people know about this little spot. Lots of no entry. Whoops.
Well,
we didn't take the windy roads on the way here because Ashley doesn't like no entry again. Let's get in this place. Ashley doesn't like the whole motion of G-forces and swaying. She doesn't feel very well after it.
definitely.
So we'll leave that for the track day. Oh yeah, this way. So we're at Stanwell Tops. Have a bit of a look as we turn in. Best weather we've had all bloody week.
So pretty. How pretty is this?
It's a bit of a park. Got to reverse it in.
Let's party.
And now we're going to take the road down the coastline, and we're going through, what's that road called? It's called Seacliff Bridge. Big bridge. Check it out.
My stomach just broke down.
Wouldn't mind living in one of these houses. Send it. Woo! Not that I've really been driving any different, but anyway. Alright, we just had some of the best pies in town, Heritage Bakery, and we even took one to take home. Woo! This is why you ceramic coat. Obviously the back of the car's drenched, but we just went through torrential rain. Not a drop of water. Roof practically dry. Spoiler, practically dry. Bonnet.
No, you can't see the fog.
Oh, you can sort of see it. Well, it's really freaking foggy, so. So this is the aftermath of a 550 kilometer round trip. We went to Stanwell Tops, through Ostermere and Wollongong, up to Ulladulla. Then we went back down to Jarvis Bay, around town Jarvis Bay for 2 days, and then back to Sydney. And we experienced all sorts of weather on the way there and back. On the way back we had like torrential rain. It was hammering down. We had to slow down. There was water underneath the car making a hydroplane. It was nuts. We had fog, we had everything. So sun and everything else. So we've seen it all. And this is probably the dirtiest part of the car at the front, just following other cars, but it is almost spotless, to be expected. We've got some dirt down here, but again, it does not look like it's done a large round trip like that. And the rear end, again, probably the dirtiest part of the car, which is to be expected, but overall it is nuts how good it looks still. And this is why ceramic coating pays itself off. Now, let's hose it down, let's go ahead and see how exactly this stuff works. Ceramic coated, vinyl wrap. And we see the water just beading off like it should. You see the water running off. Now, for instance, this dirt on the back we showed, you could simply just gurney this off and it looks clean as, which you wouldn't do because you want to give it a good wash and make sure you don't scratch and stuff, but for experiment's sake, all the dirt's there. Now we're clean. Sides of the car and the glass. Being white, it's hard to see, but it just beads off. And this is why ceramic pays for itself. Awesome. Alright, so here's a little before video of the current interior lighting. We have two little map lights, which are an LED circuit board that can't be changed yet. No one's made one. And then you got your dome light, which is just a normal globe. So this is what we're working with at the moment. Let's install the light. Now we have some LED interior light and number plate lights from YUMSEEN. I hope I'm saying that right. But they specialize in just high quality premium LED lighting, so none of this cheap stuff that starts to flicker or blows out in a couple months time. I think this kit was about 30 bucks or 32 bucks for the kit, so about 10 bucks each. Alright, so what you want to do is get a real small flat blade into, there's two little cutouts on either side. This will just prop out that lens cover and just a simple chop and change. Now you might ask, why am I doing this in the dark? I don't bloody know, to be honest. Maybe just to see the big variance in lighting once I put it in, but I just could have done that after. Now, I can't see a thing, eh? This globe just pops out. If I can get my fat fingers in there. Shit, that went somewhere. Here we go. Okay. So that's your little globe. And it's going to be replaced with the same one in a nice LED form. Jesus, that's right. And that's with it installed. So heaps more light, as you can see. I was struggling at night with interior lighting when it was on. So this is a awesome improvement. Once these map lights have something available, that will just finish it off nicely. It matches up with those little door handle lights too. Beautiful. Just for reference, number plate lights, nice and yellow, even spread, 2 of them. We'll be changing these, not in the dark this time, so I can actually see. Okay, so it took a little bit of figuring out, but we got there. Now, most cars you just access the number plate lights from outside here. There'll be screws or clips or anything. But these ones here, you've actually got to unclip a couple of clips from your interior boot panel set. Unplug your number plate lights, which you'll find one there and one there. And what you'll want to do then is this will be sitting up in there like that. It's got these little, if I can get it to focus, little push-in tabs. One sec, here we go. You basically just, let me take this lens off. You basically just push these tabs in, and that will allow it to release from outside. And the way you want to take it out is that this will fold this way into this plastic shroud, and you'll pull it from the back end out of here. So I'll do one to show you as an example. Now to separate the lens, what you'll want to do is put your screwdriver right in between there. There's a little lip, slightly twist while you're supporting it with your hand, and you'll find that it'll just pop off. Put in new LEDs in. It's pretty close to the lens. It may or may not touch this, it needs a little bit of force, but then it just finds its own place. Unplug. Yeah. Push that in, and that will come out. That's loose in there. Now zoom it out, bring it back. Zoom it out. Come over here. And then you gotta lift it out. Tuck it into the black garnish and pull it out. Now, take off the gasket. And we're going to separate this. Slight twist. It comes out. Goes this way. Done. We can put that back together and turn it on.
Are they magnetic or something?
No.
Oh.
They got they're plastic and they got little teeth, and the hole's just small enough for this to go through, and the teeth grab it so it doesn't come back out. Magnetic. I've heard that before.
Wow, you're rude.
Alright, let's close it and see what it looks like.
You ready?
Close the garage.
Oh.
Much better. So it's not yellow anymore, it's nice and white, matches the paint, matches the headlights. A lot more visibility. Good improvement. Look how much light it puts on the floor. If you come back a bit and shine on the floor. Heaps of light. That's sick. So just editing the video and realised I don't have an ending. So just to wrap it all up, the road trip was about 550 kilometers. I managed to do that in one tank, and I've still got a little bit left over. So confidently, I reckon you could do 550 plus if you're driving reasonably and sort of cruising speeds at long distance. Interior light is awesome. The reverse lights, the number plate lights, cracker, really bright, nice spread, almost too bright to be honest. So what's next for the car? Let's do it edit that. Next for the car is a track day in 4 days. Tomorrow it's going to Toyota for its 1,000 kilometer checkup. They just look over it, make sure all the firmware and software is up to date. They don't change the oil. I'll be changing that myself, and an oil filter, just in preparation for the track day. Might be going to the 530 or just keep it genuine, we'll see. But lots of talk online about going to 530, so we'll see. So Luddenham is on Saturday and Wakefield is on the 23rd, and in between we might do a dyno run or take it down to the drag strip, we'll see. But hope you enjoyed the video. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and just hit that subscribe button, don't be scared.